December 1st, 2021. This one here I got a call for Burnham boiler leaking. It's a leak ham. Oh man, it's a leak ham. These Burnham boilers, they're known to leak real bad. So it's an oil-fired Burnham leak ham boiler. And I got some boiler seal, a couple of cans of boiler seal. Powder type. This new stuff I'm going to try out. We're going to go over there and drain the system down and dump this shit in there and see if it helps it. If it don't, we're going to need a new boiler. That's why I don't put in these leak hams. They're terrible. You gotta drain it down. It's gotta be in a warm boiler. Can't put it in a cold boiler. You say to mix it with hot water and pour it in there. We'll have to get it in there somehow. I'll see when I get there. Usually I go in, if there's a relief valve off the top of the boiler, I'll take the relief valve out and I'll go in through that nipple with the stuff. Drain the boiler out and put this leak seal in there and then refill it. He's got a cast iron baseboard upstairs, so I don't have to purge it, so that's good. Just dump the shit in there and fill the boiler up and purge the zones upstairs, you know, through the cast iron radiators. Leave the air out and we'll be good to go. If it stops the leak, it does. If not, he needs a new boiler. Probably go back with a little Payless or something, you know, or a New Yorker. That's what I would do. I wouldn't buy another leak ham.
Black?
Here?
Yeah, black.
Yeah.
Black, you got
black.
it. Nothing else in it, you got it.
Well, that's the way I want it.
Alright, I don't want a hover. I don't want a helicopter, you Steve.
That's fine, I don't mind your helicopter.
Like that. You know, I lose my reputation out there.
Nah, it's fine.
You do a hell of a job with those things. You make it interesting, you know.
Do I?
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. I watched a couple of them. Michael told me about it. He goes, go on YouTube. Search him. He said, I seen it. You're on there. What's up, Toby? Toby, that's Steve. How's it going, Steve?
All right.
Toby knows more about the leak than I do because he lives here.
Okay, this is your leak ham.
Yes, sir.
Where's the leak coming from then? You said it's coming from here?
Right under here, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. You can see it weeping. Why don't we put some boiler seal in there and see if it helps?
I
mean, if that don't help, we're gonna put a new boiler in. I mean, that's pretty much it, you know.
Yes, sir.
So why don't we drain it down?
So that's not a pipe or nothing. That's the boiler itself.
No, we'll put this boiler seal in it. We'll try it. That's what it's for. Put a couple of cans in there and see what happens.
When I called for heat last night, it came out to here, which
so when it's worse when it calls for heat then when it expands.
It expands and it's not getting expanded.
It's right in the push nipples. Leak ham. That's why they call these things leak hams.
Or nipples, because they leak.
Yeah. All right, so is there a pit I could drain into it, or I gotta go outside? Do you have a pit?
Is that sink under that sink? I can move the shit out of here.
No, it's got to be lower than this to drain it. No, I gotta let me get my pump then.
Is there any shutoffs to hold everything?
Now this boiler has to be warm, so we gotta run it.
Okay.
Why don't you go turn it up upstairs, and we gotta heat it up.
Is there any shutoffs that keep the water in the pipes, or you have to drain the whole system?
I gotta drain the whole system. So we're gonna warm it up first, okay? It's gotta be a warm boiler.
Okay.
You want me to jump it out over here?
It's up to you. I can go hit the switch. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever you want to do.
Feeder was stuck. Either way, I mean, it's just a cold start. It's just one thermostat, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Want a coffee?
Yeah, black coffee, no sugar, yeah. We can. Gotta warm up the boiler. We'll drain it. We got a feeder right there we could shut off, and we'll take this apart. Take this relief valve out. That's where we're gonna go in right there. But we're gonna dump it in. I guess not. I'll have to pump it out. I'll have to pump it out. I'm heating the boiler up. The relief valve looks pretty clean. We're gonna see. Maybe the tank's blowing the relief valve. He says when it runs, the water leaks all the way out to here. That's what he said, but maybe it's the water heater leaking. I don't know. He said he had it apart and it was leaking bad, so looks like it might be coming from that chimney too. So it was good to check shit, you know, because sometimes people will say one thing and it's something else. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's coming from there. She's definitely, yeah, she's definitely a leak cam. Look at that. Yeah. They say they want the boiler to be warm, so get it a little warm in there. We could drain some out. I'll take this relief valve out. I got a funnel. Funnel a piece of 1 inch. We'll be able to dump it in there and get it down in the boiler. Get that stuff down inside the boiler there and refill it. The old leak ham. I don't think it's that old, he said. It's an 04. 04, so yeah, it is 17 years old. Alright, so at 170, that should be good. Drain it down.
Watch out, I'll put you on YouTube. You'll be on YouTube, you'll be like a movie star. I'll have girls calling you, Toby. Saying, what the hell is going on? He's a movie star, this guy.
They only give me headaches, I don't want to do that.
Jesus. When are you getting married?
Who, me?
No? I already told her no. No? No. I already did that once. Trial and error. I love her, but I'm good. I just
Steve tried it once too, didn't you, Steve?
Yeah, one time. That was it for me. One time. I'm a one-time loser. That was it. Not gonna do some of these guys 3-4 times. It's like, no way, guy. I mean, unless she's gonna be really special for me to marry her.
Or rich.
Huh?
Or rich.
Yeah, maybe a little of both.
Oh,
How come I didn't replace what? The expansion tanks? Yeah, I'm getting rid of some of the water so we could add some of that stuff. And then we gotta go bleed it upstairs. Leak ham.
How's that? Is that better?
I'm not gonna give you any credit for nothing.
Huh?
He's a man of few words unless he's on the internet.
You really YouTube everything?
Say that again?
You YouTube everything? Get a lot of hits?
Alright, so I can mix this stuff up in water and we'll try pouring it in there like that. Killing me here.
It's making it too difficult for you, Steve.
I mixed it with water. I'm gonna try it that way. The other stuff I used to use was it's like porridge.
It's like throw it back in it.
Huh?
Just like throw it.
Whoa!
Oh, that's against.
She's burping.
Nothing's easy, Steve.
I'll put like a can and a half in there and try it.
I'm gonna get you some more water.
I'm gonna have to.
Where are you getting it from?
Hot water if you got it.
Hot water?
Hot water for getting upstairs.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of the tub.
Like flipping porridge. This don't seal it, nothing will. You got a live one here. You got a live one. Huh?
Like a gush in there, like a
You got a live one here.
You must have put the other tank in there.
Huh?
You want to put the rest of that stuff in there?
Might as well. You got a live one here, Mom.
Well, I get views and send it to me all the time. I watch the couple and I'll send it to everyone we put on.
Like porridge shitty here. Whoa! Got a live one. If that don't seal it, ain't nothing gonna seal it. Right? I mean, it's worth a shot. I mean, oh, got a live one here.
I always thought it was the chimney. And then I cleaned out the soot, and the next I ran the heat, and I came down here. I was like, oh shit.
This guy wants me to put a boiler in there for $400 here, you know?
I'll give you 1,500.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
It'd be a stand-in for all your YouTube videos.
Yeah. I'll get on there and I'll give a testimonial saying how great of a guy you are.
Yeah.
Nobody will believe it, Steve.
No, but not. So this type of stuff you got to mix with water. There's no getting around it. The other stuff I used to use is more like look more like porridge or something like that. You know, you'd have for breakfast, oatmeal.
Yep.
And that shit you could put in directly, but this shit you have to mix with water. Because it almost like it gets, you don't mix it with water, it gets kind of hard there, you know?
I'm glad I was here to help you out.
Yeah. I'm glad you were too. And then I'll refill it.
Probably takes a couple days to see if it works.
Well, no, I mean, we'll run it, heat it up, and you know, if it's leaking, it's going to get down in there and it should seal it. What do you got to lose? It's either that or you got to put a new boiler in and it ain't going to, not something you're going to want to.
Tell my kids to get anything for
You're probably going to have your wife sell some of them lamps you got down in the basement
Yeah,
there to pay for this sucker. You think?
I don't know about those things.
Is she like my mom? Does she have like everything?
She saves everything.
Oh,
She's got like 50 lamps down there all lined up, you know?
you got a way bigger basement than my parents do, and I can't even fucking walk down there anymore.
So it's like, what's up with the lamps? He says, oh, so I guess she likes collecting lamps.
Clothes, like the kids' clothes. She just saves them. Well, if we ever have grandkids, we're not going to have grandkids. The kids are getting older. They're not going to have kids. She ain't going to listen to me.
Probably not.
You know why? It's holding on to that timeline. Maybe we will. Maybe. Just maybe.
Which pine tree are you talking about?
That one that leads kind of towards the house.
Over here?
The big one. Yeah, in the front right, in front of my window.
Oh, that thing there?
Yeah, your wife was talking about taking it down.
Yeah,
I just don't want to make it look ugly though.
You know how to bleed the radiators upstairs? Put a couple.
You want me to do that now or?
Yeah, why don't you? Because well,
right?
once no, you can go and you want to go start bleeding it. Once the water comes out, you can shut it off.
Okay.
Because I did drain quite a bit out. If you know how to do it, if not, I could do it.
Yeah, you just crack them open and.
Open it and let if there's any air, let the air out. When the water comes, you can just shut them off.
Once the water's kind of steady, right?
Yeah, once the water kind of go slow. If it's spitting, go slow, and then it'll spit the air out. And you want to get all the air out. We'll see what happens with this shit.
What happened to the old stuff you used to get? They didn't have it anymore?
Well, this is supposed to be this new stuff they got out, so I figured I'd try it.
Supposed to be better?
I don't know. It's for hydronic boilers. It says that you could use it in hydronic boilers or steam. It says you got to mix it with hot water, which we did. You got a big system here, so I put a. Put a little extra in there, give it a little how you doing. I always like to go a little extra with that shit. I had him turn up the thermostat so the circulator and everything will run. He's up there bleeding it. Starting to go out hot. It'll take a little while. Definitely looks better already. Looks like it's dried up. See it? Looks like it's dried up to me. Well, I mean, we'll let it run for a while and we'll put the cover back on and see if the water dries up. The relief valve's not leaking or nothing. I mean, what do you got to lose, right? I have quite a few of them out there. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Pressure looks good. We're starting to come back warm now. He's up there bleeding all the air out. Gotta run it for a little bit, right? I'll put the cover back. Alright, so added boiler seal. Added boiler seal to boiler. And we'll give it some time. It seems like it might be. Yeah, it's coming back warm now. I put the cover back on. And give it a week and see if it dries out. If not, if it don't dry out in a week, it's not gonna work.
There's no programs out there, huh?
Yeah, she's not leaking, is she? No. She's dry. What, a couple of days? Not even, well, like one day?
Yeah, like a day and a half, I think the kid said.
Day and a half and that's it. Yeah. It's dry.